Hello, and welcome to English Easy Voice. Today, we have a special story for you in easy English. My name is Regina. I am 25 years old. I live in a very small apartment on the third floor of an old building. 2 months ago, I lost my job. Just like that. One email. We're sorry, but that day I came home, sat on the floor, and cried until there were no tears left. I tried everything to find new work. I sent hundreds of applications. I rewrote my resume again and again. I waited beside my phone like it was my only friend. But the phone never rang. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. My savings disappeared. The rent was late. The fridge was empty. Every morning, I woke up with fear in my chest. What am I going to do? One rainy afternoon, my best friend Katie came to see me. She found me sitting in the dark, wrapped in a blanket. "Regina," she said softly, "there's another way." I looked at her, confused. She took a deep breath and said, "Some very rich couples, they cannot have babies, so they pay healthy women to carry the baby for them. It's called surrogacy." I laughed, a bitter laugh. "Katie, that only happens in movies." But she didn't laugh. She opened her phone and showed me real ads, real stories, real numbers. $500,000, $500,000 for 9 months. That night, I couldn't sleep. I sat on my old sofa, opened my laptop, and stared at the screen. Private agreement, $500,000. Must be healthy, 20, 30 years old, no criminal record. I read it again and again and again. $500,000 could save me. I could pay every bill. I could breathe again. Before I could change my mind, I clicked contact. The next morning, I stood in front of a huge iron gate. My hands were shaking so much I could barely press the bell. The gate opened by itself. I walked up a long path to the biggest house I had ever seen. The door opened. A tall man stood there. Dark hair, sharp eyes, expensive suit, but no smile. "You are Regina?" I nodded. "My name is Aaron." His voice was deep and cold, like winter. "Come in. We need to talk about the rules." He said, "This is only business. There will be no love, no feelings, no relationship. After the baby is born, you will leave. You will never see the child. You will never see me again. You will live here for 9 months. No phone, no friends, family, or going outside. Everything is secret. Do you agree?" I thought about my empty fridge, my crying mother on the phone, the red eviction letter on the table. I picked up the pen. My hand shook, but I signed. From that moment, my new life began. The house was beautiful, but silent, like a museum. I had my own room, bigger than my old apartment, but I felt like a prisoner. Every day a doctor came to check the baby and me. Every day I ate healthy food I didn't choose. Every day I walked in the garden. Alone, I missed my friends. I missed noise. I missed freedom. Aaron was always working. I only saw him at dinner. He never smiled. He never asked how I felt. He just said, "Eat more vegetables. It's good for the baby." That was all. But one night, everything changed. I couldn't sleep. I walked downstairs for water. I saw light under the living room door. Aaron was sitting alone, holding a small photo. His shoulders were shaking. He was crying. I had never seen him cry. I wanted to leave, but my feet didn't move. He looked up and saw me for the first time. His eyes were soft. "You can sit if you want," he said. I sat. He spoke with a voice I had never heard before. 2 years ago, my wife Elena was pregnant. 8 months. There was a car accident. I lost them both in 1 second. He showed me the photo. A beautiful woman smiling, hand on her belly. "I just want a family again," he whispered. That night, something in my heart broke and opened at the same time. He wasn't a cold, rich man. He was a broken man, trying to fix the unfixable. After that night, we started talking, really talking, about books, about childhood, about dreams we had when we were little. One afternoon, we sat in the garden under the cherry tree. He asked suddenly, "Have you thought about names?" My heart jumped. "If it's a boy," I like Leo, "it means lion, brave. If it's a girl, Olivia, it means peace." He smiled, the first real smile I ever saw on his face. He took out a little leather notebook and wrote the names carefully. That tiny moment felt bigger than the whole house. I was falling in love. I knew it was dangerous. I knew it was against every rule. But hearts don't read contracts. Then one morning, everything fell apart. The doorbell rang. A woman walked in, tall, beautiful, angry, red lips, red nails, red anger in her eyes. "Who is she?" she shouted at Aaron. "She's the surrogate," he answered Aaron calmly. The woman laughed, a cruel laugh. "You think a paid womb will bring Elena back? You think this cheap girl can give you what I couldn't?" I felt like I had been slapped. She was Victoria, Aaron's ex-fiancée. She left slamming the door so hard the glasses shook. I ran to my room. Aaron came later. "She doesn't matter," he said. I looked at him with tears. "Do I matter?" He opened his mouth, but no words came. He turned and left. That silence hurt more than any shout. A few days later, I was cleaning his office. I needed something to do with my hands. I opened a small drawer. Inside was a folder with my name on it. Photos of me walking to work last year, my old apartment building, my university records, even my medical history. He had investigated me long before the ad. He had chosen me like a product. I waited for him that evening, photo in my shaking hand. "Why?" I asked. "Why do you have these?" He didn't even look sorry. "I had to be sure you were safe for the baby. I had to know everything. You treated me like a thing you ordered online." Tears fell. "I have feelings, Aaron. I thought you started to care." He said nothing, just looked at me with empty eyes. That night, I packed my bag. I called Katie crying. She came at 2 a.m. and took me home. I left the big house and the big dream behind. 2 weeks later, I was sleeping on Katie's sofa. My belly was growing. One morning I felt it, the first tiny kick, like butterfly wings inside me. I cried because Aaron wasn't there to feel it with me. That same afternoon, someone knocked on the door. I opened it, and there he was, Aaron, holding white roses, eyes red, hair messy. He looked like he hadn't slept in days. "Regina," his voice broke. "I broke every rule I made. I said no love, but I love you. I love the way you laugh at old movies. I love how you talk to the baby every night. I love how brave you are. I was scared. So I hid behind rules and money. But I don't want to lose you. I want you, not just for the baby. I want you forever. Will you come home? I looked at him, really looked, and I saw it. Love, real love, not money, not contract, just us. I put my hand on my belly and reached for his hand. I placed it where the baby had kicked. He felt it. His eyes filled with tears. Yes, Aaron, I whispered. Let's go home. 9 months became forever. Leo was born on a sunny spring morning with his father's eyes and my smile. And every night, Aaron reads him the same story about a brave woman who saved 2 broken hearts with nothing but love. If you cried with this story, please like, comment your favorite part, share with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more stories that touch the heart. Thank you for listening. See you in the next story. I love you all.